Hi guys, welcome back to another episode here at Spads YouTube. My name is Spads, and today I'm going to be sharing to you the knowledge that I've got from MotoCamping for about 2 to 3 years. In this video, I'm going to be showing you on how to pick your things, how to pack your things, and then last but not least on how to arrange your bags. So if you are a moto camper beginner or wanted to start on moto camping, then this is the best video for you. But before we proceed, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and then follow my social media accounts. Make sure that you hit that like button and then hit share so that you can help me and my channel grow. Okay, so as you can see, ito yung motor ko. This is the Yamaha MT-15. Maybe you're wondering, you don't have the same motorcycle like mine. But the principles that we are gonna apply today, it goes the same to all kinds of motorcycles. Number one, how do we pick the things that we need to bring for moto camping? The number one rule in moto camping or in camping in general is travel light. Most of the common mistakes that camper do is overpacking or sobra yung dinadala natin whenever we go camp. Most of the items that we bring are actually unnecessary or the things that we don't use. So this time, I'm gonna share to you my knowledge on the things that I usually use, or shall we say, the basic things that you need to bring when you go on a moto camping. Okay, so number one is your tent. So number two is your cookware or your cook set. Number three is water, which is very important. Number four is first aid. Siyempre, hindi natin inaasahan. May mga disgrasya or may mga masusugatan. So, it's always a good thing that we have a first aid. And then number five is your tools. Tools for troubleshooting your motorcycle, and at the same time, tools for your camping. Okay, so I'm not gonna go ahead and delve into the details for each of those items. That will be reserved on another video. But today, we're just gonna focus on the tips on how to pack it. So number one, tent. The tent that I use is a double layer 4-season dome type tent. The brand for that is NATUREHIKE. You can always see that on every camping videos that I do. So that's the tent that I use. For my cookware, I have a 2-piece cook set, and then I have a stove, a butane for that stove, and I have a spork, or what we call a spoon and fork combination. So that's my cookware right there. Okay, for my water, I have two items. One is an insulated thermal flask, and the other one is a foldable water container. And then number four is first aid kit. You can usually buy those on your local drugstore. But for me, I just bring a high cleanse spray kapag nasugatan ka or may gas-gas. Okay, I have betadine and then a couple of band-aids. On top of that, syempre sa my first aid kit ko, kasama na yung mga toiletries ko. For the toiletries, I have a soap, a shampoo, a tissue, and wet wipes. So, yan lang. On the fifth item, which is the tools, I have a motorcycle kit tool. You know, Allen screws, everything. I put it in a small bag, okay, just in case that something goes off on my motorcycle, I can easily fix it. And then on top of that, syempre, for camping, I have a small shovel, a all-in-one hammer tool, a camping lamp, and a headlamp, and then an extra rope. So those are the 5 basic items that I bring. Now, there are also items that we bring besides from the basic items that I mentioned, and we usually call those luxury items. Luxury items are things that we usually bring that enhances our comfort when going camping. Number one on my luxury item list is a camping chair. It's a high back chair. Number two is a foam for my back. Number three is an inflatable pillow. Number 4, sleeping bag. And then last but not the least, my coffee maker set. Kasi addict ako sa kape eh. When I go camping, I always do my coffee. So ayan. Now that we know the things that we need to bring on moto camping, how do we pack them? Paano natin i-impact ito? Syempre, the key for that is good bags. Bags that can protect your things from rain. Kasi yan yung first enemy natin when we are going a motorcycle or moto camping. Syempre, yung ulan. And I would recommend to get a waterproof bags for that. Okay, so this is my setup right here. I actually have 4 bags. 3 of them are waterproof. 1 is not. As you can see, I just put a rain cover on top of that to make it waterproof. So, ayan. On the bottom right here, I have the RhinoWalk Saddle bags. This is 18 liters on each side. And then on the back, I have a 30-liter dry bag and a 20-liter dry bag. Okay? And right here, this is my camera bag. So if you're not a vlogger like me, you can eliminate this big bag right here and just go with the dry bags. Okay, so ayan. So now that we have the bags, we have the items, how do we arrange them on our motorcycle? Before we put our bags on the motorcycle, there are things that we need to consider. Okay? Number 1 rule is that make sure that you balance your motorcycle all the time, even if you're adding weight from your camping gears. So ayan. So make sure that the other side is not heavy versus the other side, because that will mess up the balance of your bike. The other thing that we need to consider is your center of gravity. Now, most of us, like me, in my first camping experience, I usually use a top box on the back, and then I tie up all my things on the top box. Now the problem with that is when you have a top box, 1, it's heavy, and then 2, the center of gravity of your motorcycle is now much more higher. So there is a possibility that your motorcycle will tip over and it will mess up the balance of your motorcycle. So if you have a top box, make sure that you don't put bags on top of it to make it higher. Make sure that your bags are lower than your shoulder when you are riding your motorcycle. So ayan. So put it on the sides, put it on the back ride seat. As much as possible, I would eliminate using the top box. Okay, so in order for me to demonstrate to you on how I pack my things, let me go ahead and unpack everything so that you can see my technique on where I put my things and how I arrange them. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this is my camping things. So I have here the tent. Okay. One technique that I would suggest is to remove the poles and the pegs and the ropes from inside the tent bag so that you can squeeze the tent to its very minimum form. And syempre, I have my sleeping bag, okay, and then my pillow. Let me go ahead and show you on how I fit it all on the RhinoWalk Saddle bag. Let's go. Of course, you're gonna arrange everything inside so that it fits kasi pag ganyan siya. And last but not the least, my extra rope and my sleeping bag. Ayan, so everything fits. So maybe you're wondering why the tents are on the right side. The reason for that is the exhaust of the motorcycle is on the right side, so that side is much heavier compared on the left side. So the tent things are much more lighter. So that's why I put it on the right side. On the left side naman dito, this is where my cookwares, cook set, coffee makers, coffee, extra food, and then I forgot to mention, I have a grill, foldable grill or portable grill. So everything goes on the left side. Okay. Ayan. There are still space on the bag which is reserved for rice and other foods that we're gonna cook during camping. So that is the reason why there is enough space on the left side. And syempre, let's not forget my toiletries and then my first aid kit. Andito lahat sa loob. I'm gonna put it here as well. Okay. Close natin. Ayan. And syempre on the side, I have here my water flask. This one is a water holder for bicycles. Sorry kasi umuulan na. So ayan, it's a Velcro strap. Okay, and then yan, it's secure. So if ever that I get thirsty during the ride, I can easily access the flask and then drink some water. Okay, so yan. Okay, for the next items is my luxury items. I have the foam for my back kasi may problema ako sa likod. This one is some kind of a yoga mat, but it's thicker than the usual yoga mat. So I already tried this, and this really helps on my back when I'm going on camping. Okay, and the other one syempre is the camping chair. Okay, so this one goes into the 30 liters dry bag. Ito yung dry bag. Ayan. Actually, very light lang ito. Ayan. So it goes in, and then just fold the dry bag. Ayan. And then the next is the folding chair. This is a little bit bulky and a little heavy compared to the small camping chairs that you see. This one is a high back camping chair. So, pasensyaan nyo na kasi umuulan na sa likod. May bagyo ngayon dito sa amin sa pag-create ko ng video na to. Okay, so ayan. One thing to note as well, kung bibili kayo ng dry bag, if you're gonna choose a dry bag, choose the one that has an inflator like this. Kasi this is very handy to, you know, deflate the bag so that it doesn't take much space. So ayan, you can easily deflate this. Compared to this one, wala. There's no deflator. So ayan, so what I do is de-deflate ko muna. Okay, bago ko siya i-fold. Ayan, and you're set to go. So, the other technique that I'm gonna show you is that kung meron kayong multiple dry bags like this, it's very efficient to strap it all together. Yung ginagamit ko, it's a buckle strap. You can purchase this as around 50 pesos or 90 pesos on Shopee. Sa strap ko lang. Ayan. Okay. And at the same time, syempre, make sure that you have this things, yung mga handles katulad ng ganito, kasi you can run the straps through para extra secure yung luggage nyo. So, yan. I'm gonna put this here. Tapos, strap ko na siya. Ayan. So ayan, kita nyo, anti ka ng malaglag. That's the good thing if you have those handles that you can run through the straps. Ayan. Ayan. Nakalimutan ko pala sabihin na if you're gonna go ahead and do moto camping, it is a must that you have a top box bracket kasi it helps to extend your back seat space so you can add more things. Ayan. And syempre, if you have an option to do top box, you can do that. Okay? Okay, the straps that I use to fasten the dry bags is the ratchet straps. This is very secure and very tight. They usually use this to fasten, you know, very big luggages. So ayan, this is really cheap. This is around 100 pesos, 150 each. I'm gonna link the item in the description, okay? Ayan, so okay, so what I usually do is dadaan ko yung strap sa likod. It's gonna hug the bracket, and then syempre we're gonna run it through the handle for extra security. Okay, it's really easy to put on. Ayan, push through mo lang. Okay, and then when you're gonna go ahead and fasten it, okay, all you have to do is just do like that. It's really easy and it helps the dry bag to compress. So ayan, medyo lumalakas na yung ulan, so hopefully maririnig nyo pa rin ako, okay? Reason why I choose to create this video, even if it's, you know, in the middle of the storm, because I just got off from a recent moto camping and I want the setup to stay as it is para at least ma-share ko na kaagad sa inyo. Ayan. So, ayan. Fastened and it's really sturdy. If it loosens up, just, you know, adjust everything. Okay? I usually use these ratchet straps whenever I go camping kasi minsan nagsiset up ako ng hammock tent, and these straps will bring an extra length or some kind of an extra rope for my tarp or for other things like sampayan ng mga gamit. Okay, so the next one is my camera bag. This is actually a extra item, pero kung hindi kayo vlogger and you're not using a camera bag, this is the only items that you can bring. So you have an extra room here for your girlfriend or someone that's gonna come with you on your camping trip. So ayan, may extra room for your back seat. Ayan, yung camera bag ko, andito yung drone, my GoPro accessories, my extra camera which I'm using right now. Take this on my camping trips for some B-rolls or extra shot kasi it's nice to have a backup camera. So ayan, and then on the top right here, andito yung mga clothes ko. Maybe you're wondering bakit ko inisa yung camera or gadgets or electronics ko, kasi yung ibang electronics ko, it's also here on the bag. The reason why I put it in one bag is that for me, for easy access. Let me go ahead and show you, okay? Strap ko muna yung bag. Ayan. Okay. You have the chest strap. Lalagay mo lang ganyan. Okay. So nakalimutan ko pala sa camera gears ko, dito sa gilid, it has a small pouch where you can put in your tripod. What I do is I combine the tripod and the monopod and then I put it on the side. So it's very convenient. And syempre medyo mabigat yung tripod, so it's on the left side to offset the weight of the exhaust on the right side. So ayan. Okay, so syempre when that is done, we need to protect the bag for rain. So eto, may rain cover. Ayan. So if I need to take out my drone to change my battery, all I just do is open it. Ayan. And then just take out the drone. Syempre, babalik ko na. and then that's it. So ayan. So I hope you learned something on this video. Medyo lumalakas na yung ulan. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, then follow my social media accounts. Kasi I have a lot more tutorial videos about camping, about traveling, moto camping especially. Okay? So make sure that you hit that bell button so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Ride safe, travel more. Medyo nababasa na ako dito. And I will see you on the next video, okay? Bye!